So the other day, I was just in my room chilling out watching YouTube, not a big deal, nothing at all, when all of a sudden my brother just came back from the library, which is usually his favorite place to hang out. And I saw that he had in his hand a copy of Dragon Ball Z that he got from his friend there. He said that he wanted to borrow it for the weekend so that he can enjoy and relive some past memories. But then he asked me if I wanted to enjoy it. And to be honest, I said no because I didn't want to get into the whole thing of being a crazy fanboy fanatic of Dragon Ball Z all over again. You see, when I was younger, I used to be a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z. I loved it. It was my childhood show, and I always used to look forward to watching it when I got home from school. But you see, I was kind of more on the obsessive side of loving Dragon Ball Z. I constantly used to bring it up whenever I could, and I'd swear on my life that it was probably the best anime series ever made, ever. Which, yeah, at that point, I was beginning to see the early stages of being a fanboy. And yeah, it kind of felt good at the time, but at the same time, growing up and looking back on it, I kind of realized it was really, really stupid, and I regret every moment of it. But the good thing was that I could only bring it up around my friends, and those were the only people that I insist actually enjoyed talking about it as much as I did. But when I experienced the internet for the first time, oh boy, it was crazy. You see, I realized that, criticism existed. And when I saw that a bunch of people started criticizing one of my favorite anime series of all time, I got upset. And I went on a very, very huge rampage. And you want to know the weirdest thing is that when I actually did used to write comments and stuff like that, I didn't even use my account. I used my mom's, which I know it's kind of creepy. My mom has an account, but yeah, I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. But the thing is that, oh my gosh, I used to write some very, very stupid things. I legitimately remember this being an actual comment that I posted, and it was, I can't believe that anyone else would ever even dare criticize this wonderful anime series. It is the best thing that I have ever watched in my entire life. And to you or anyone else that is dares criticize Goku or Dragon Ball Z, fuck all of you dicks. If you managed to make it this far without cringing, I sincerely applaud you. Now I know what you're thinking. So Red, how did you manage to get out of this whole fanboyish kind of craze in the first place? Or, well, how did you manage to deal with it? Well, when I actually started experiencing people talking back to me and realizing how their insults were so much better than mine because, I was 11 at the time. Well, I got really, really sad and I ended up crying once. I know, it's just, oh my gosh, it's stupid. But either way, after that happened, I started, watching other anime series, and I realized that I started enjoying them just as much, if not more, than Dragon Ball Z. And I actually started to realize that maybe I was being a bit insane. And the more I started to think about it, the more I started to realize that, oh my gosh, I made myself look like a huge idiot. I really hope no one would even remember me looking like that. And then, when I started getting comments like, I'm going to find you, and I'm going to make sure that you pay for ever criticizing me for daring to judge your opinion. And yeah, I understandably got a bit scared. Hey, I was only 11 at the time. I was a stupid kid. I didn't know that they were actually bragging or something like that. But, it's my fault. Oh man, so after I went and told my mom of all people about what all of these people were saying on the internet, she went and brought me into her room and she started to have a long talk with me about how all of this stuff that people were saying on the internet weren't really true and that they were just bragging to try and make me feel scared. And at the time, I did start to take her advice, but then I started getting more and more deeper into the internet, and that is when I found some of the deeper, deeper, deeper stuff. But that's for another day, because I just want to say right now that if you were ever a fanboy like me when I started loving Dragon Ball Z, and I used to post really, really terrible comments and be, Sammy the classic Sonic fan kid kind of levels of annoying, then yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can understand that you're not the only one, and that, yeah, there are other people that have had this kind of experience like this. But remember, you can like something and enjoy it, but if someone else has their own kind of criticism or problem with it, don't be afraid to try and, judge and try to justify your own opinion on liking something while they try to justify theirs. But anyways, that'll be all for now, guys. If you guys like this video, hopefully you'll like and subscribe. Thank you all so much for having me reach so far into this YouTube game. I just recently passed 10,000 views on this channel, or 13,000. I'm not exactly sure, but it's a really hell of a lot, you know, in my case. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, again, hopefully you'll like and subscribe. Why do I keep doing that? God! And as always, I hope you all have a wonderful day and take care. See ya.